is going for it. Senna is going for the lead. Senna is going for the lead, and he's got it. Senna has got the lead from Alain Prost. A brilliant bit of passing. Now he's got to get Ricardo Patrese and pass him and lap him again. And he does it. Patrese moves over, and a train, a two-compartment train of Senna and Prost, who are coming up to complete lap 59 in the 66 lap race. And Prost is going through, or is he? No, Senna holds him off. But they've got Mark Sura in front of them in the Brabham BMW.
Fantastic stuff. So we thought Senna was sick. Prost having a go now, and he's going to get him. He's got the inside line. And the problem is, I think they do it deliberately to confuse us, Murray, because they've got these the adjustable boost in the cockpit. Now, Senna really does seem to have slowed a bit this time. And this is Senna regaining the lead as they went down into Stowe Corner. Senna gets alongside Prost, goes later onto the brakes, and Senna's inside, and as we subsequently know, Prost has now retaken him going into Cops. So an absolutely ferocious battle for the lead of the British Grand Prix. There is Alain Prost. Whoops. And he's having the door slammed in his face, slapping the back markers. Prost at the back of the group, but he's pulled a fair bit of distance on Ayrton Senna. And of course it's very hard for us to know exactly who's got what sort of problem, because they keep winding their boosts up and down, and I suspect they do it to annoy us.
It's Mark Sura in front of him in the Brabham, but Senna is now going very, very, very slowly down the straight. There he is in the background. Ayrton Senna is slowing, and he's going to stop, I think, and retire. He's going so slowly now in front of the pits. He's got his visor up. Ayrton Senna's race is run. Another bitter pill for the Brazilian, having, as he has in virtually every Grand Prix this year, led only not to finish yet again. And this is going to be the 7th retirement in 8 races, and he walks despondently, downcast, away from the car, onto the pit balcony. And here's Sura still with Prost behind him, and now the interesting thing is that Prost has got Alboreto behind him.
Yes, well, no desperate rush for Alain Prost now. He won't be under any pressure. He will probably have realised that Senna is out and that the main battle is over. But with 5 laps only left, one immediately wonders if Senna maybe just ran his boost too much. Remember I was saying earlier that the fuel gauge, or certainly up to a few races ago in the Lotus, was not a particularly accurate piece of equipment, and maybe that Senna has misjudged his fuel load. It's only speculation, but I do speculate that Senna might have run out of fuel.
And you've got the import, I'm sure, of the fact that Alboreto being there, because Niki Lauda is now out. Prost there is leading, and we're waiting now, and there's an enormous gap between the first and second place men. With in second place Michele Alboreto, in third place is Jacques Laffite, in fourth place now is Nelson Piquet. So that potential World Championship situation I gave you has already been changed, because Michele Alboreto is up into second place. By the way, Elio De Angelis has rejoined the race. We thought he'd gone in to retire, but they've obviously, and you see 2 stricken cars there, the Lotus of Ayrton Senna and the Ligier of Andrea De Cesaris parked against the pit wall. But now, lap 63 in the 66 lap race, and you're looking at the race leader Alain Prost, who is on his way now, number 2, to his 19th Grand Prix win. A quite incredible performance. It's only his 81st Grand Prix win, and in terms of percentages of wins to Grand Prix drives, this puts Alain Prost right up amongst top Grand Prix drivers of all time, with 7 second places, 5 thirds, 12 fastest laps. He's at the present moment got 232.5 Grand Prix points, and he's going to come up now and underneath the bridge into the chicane to complete his 63rd lap. 3 laps to go for Alain Prost now. And there's Derek Warwick ahead of Alain Prost. Derek Warwick in the yellow and blue Renault, the second of these 2 cars. The first of them is Elio De Angelis. Derek Warwick is in the points now. He's in 5th position.
And my surmise earlier that Senna had run out of fuel, I apologise to him and to the latest team. Apparently, we just heard from the pits that he had engine trouble. We don't specify what, but I presume it wasn't the trouble caused by having no petrol. We heard the engine go off for a few laps before. It was misfiring and making a bit of a funny noise, so that is not a surprise. So Senna was beaten by engine trouble, and that was most unfortunate because we really had a magnificent battle for the lead, and it's a great shame that it should be resolved in such a way that Senna doesn't even get any points for it.
Indeed it is. Here is the man who is going to get the points if he just keeps going as he is for another 2 laps. Alain Prost exits the chicane, crosses the line, completes his 64th lap, starts his 65th and last lap but 1, and he's lapped everybody that is left in the race. Michele Alboreto 2nd, Jacques Lafitte 3rd, Nelson Piquet in 4th position in the Brabham BMW. So it's a McLaren leading, a Ferrari 2nd, a Ligier 3rd, a Brabham in 4th position, a Renault in 5th in the hands of Derek Warwick, and Mark Surer on his way to scoring his first World Championship points since he joined the Brabham team, with Gerhard Berger in 7th position. His teammate Boutsen is now out of the race. Martin Brundle, still going strong, although he's been lapped twice, is in 8th position, the leader. Well, it's all over bar the shouting for the quiet, imperturbable, cheerful little Frenchman that they call the Professor because he's so dedicated to his craft of Grand Prix racing, which he has got to by way of being European kart champion, junior world kart champion, Formula Renault champion of France, and now he's on his last lap. From Formula Renault he went to Formula 3 to become the Formula 3 champion of Europe. Then he joined Formula 1, and the checkered flag is waving at this point now, so to our consternation it looks as though the British Grand Prix is being finished on the 65th lap, but whatever, Alain Prost is the winner from Michele Alboreto in the Ferrari in 2nd position, Jacques Lafitte in 3rd place, Nelson Piquet 4th, Mark Surer 5th, and Derek Warwick in 6th position. Martin Brundle just missing the World Championship points by coming home in 7th position. All that very much subject to official confirmation. And Mark Surer now in the Brabham closes right up onto the rear wheels and gearbox of Alain Prost's Marlboro McLaren. Prost goes into the chicane. This is his 19th victory. And Derek Warwick is slowing as he comes up to the line. Derek Warwick is just staggering across the line with his elbows out. Heaven knows why. It looks to me as though he wants his backside off the seat, and I'm really guessing that he's sitting in petrol. This is an extreme guess, but I've never seen a driver finishing like this before. Derek Warwick clearly very unhappy about something, but subject to official confirmation. And what is the problem with Derek Warwick? Let's see if we can see the back. Well, it's difficult to tell, but whatever. Derek Warwick stops by John Gentry, his team manager, and looking down at the Renault. He's out of the car, of course. It may be that he dislikes the car so much that he just can't wait to get out of it, and that's perfectly true. Derek Warwick, not at all a happy man in the Renault team. Alain Prost, the winner of the British Grand Prix of 1985. And you see those cars being parked at the line. There's Jacques Lafitte parked around the circuit. Let's have a look at those cars parked by the line. That's De Cesaris's car, which retired long ago. But Nelson Piquet has stopped on the line. That's Senna's car parked behind him, which, as you well know, retired. Derek Warwick has stopped on the line. And it's now struck me, of course, that the reason they're stopping immediately is because they are so worried about fuel consumption and their car's weight, because the cars must not weigh less than 540 kilograms when they finish the race. And Alain Prost had a